validity to it or verification of it. So it essentially resulted in another dead end.
Investigators want to learn more about Elizabeth's personal life, and they learned from her coworkers that her happy marriage was anything but.
Several prison guards mentioned that Elizabeth Lagarde had told them that she had planned on leaving New Zealand.
She was no longer the Elizabeth that we all knew. Kind of pouty, there were arguments. There was a lot of that going on in the relationship. She wasn't happy in the marriage.
He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays.
Dirty laundry of their marriage. It wasn't just about Nuzio and Elizabeth not getting along. Investigators also learned he had a lot to gain financially if she were out of the picture.
They were married, and within 10 days, Nuzio had taken out a $1 million life insurance policy on Elizabeth's life with him as the beneficiary, but had not taken out any life insurance on his life with Elizabeth.
Making the catch, and I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you...
He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
The quarterback could not have walked that ball. Placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They're all over him. Finds his tight end. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.
No, babe, I turned around and said you was behind me. Like, why are you always doing that?
For room.
Babe, stop doing that, for real. But babe, stop doing that. I don't say nothing. I turned around like, you somehow look like Anthony when I look at you.
Back to work with this 7-0 lead. First play of the drive comes from the 38.
Cat, you better stop fucking with me and leave me alone.
Here's the give off the left side. Turning it on. The 40. He now has 61 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And the Cardinals, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Davis. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Now on the move. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Look out! He's got it down the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Trying to get started. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. Across the 25, he's got room. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davis.
Should have just kept running.
Down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it.
Oh, back.
Is intercepted at the goal line.
That hurt.
Inside the 10-yard line.
Damn, I wasn't supposed to throw a fucking pick. That's my fault. That's not your fault.
Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how
Can't start the season off like that.
When you press
Fuck his
receivers,
cover one.
you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's
Yeah, you can't make this shit up.
Hands of your playmakers. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He'll pitch it. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Cardinals have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sells the run, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and...
Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush is on. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working that left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 22 team, the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's the Cyclones looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside Bobcat Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started.
Look at the ball.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle the quarterback down after throwing 2 picks on the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
Oh, shit.
It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on
dumb
down.
shit right now.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Bobcats!
And the offense defense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Hit as he throws. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Cardinals peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride him again. Got enough for the 1st down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. The relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just got
this shit is stressing me
Nice
out.
execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, and try to get my guy open.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. From the gun, it's Pryor. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Yo, why is it?
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Under pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Defense in press coverage. Trying to squeak through the pile. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout.
I don't understand why we can't get, why we're not breaking on these
And the
shits, bro.
Bobcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Now just about ready to snap at the start of the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
So I'm saying, I don't know what is this, why is it doing that?
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. Get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Let's go to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Louisville sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll get rid of it. And it
Another drop.
through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, they're trying to hit the out route to the perimeter of the field. It's a good route by the wide receiver. He just drops the ball.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Straight ahead, it's Davis. Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Drops back on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. The give to Davis. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Right side, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Davis. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Rush right in his face. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He's changing the play. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And now they take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wide out. Got his man down.
Oh, it's that hot he getting loose.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. This one's complete. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Bond. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Sells to fake. Throws for the tight end.
Step up and catch the pig, bro.
Inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO.
He's right there, and nigga don't pick the ball up, bro.
To the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the
I don't even know how that wasn't even a touchdown.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And they tacked on the extra point.
31, Texas State, 28.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Texas State takes the field hoping to get this drive started. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quick give. It's Booth. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Second down to the air. Fires to the right.
Look, why is this thing? Yo, I can't believe this shit, bro.
Their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. These corners going to give them some space. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left to Graves. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And man, their fans have been hungry to see that. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. They're all over him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is the part of the field, man, I got to understand what the defense is thinking. They're going to be trying to be aggressive. They're going to try to get a sack, get a negative play to back me up to make the field goal longer. So where can I attack? Because I still want this touchdown. Like, a field goal is my last effort. If I tie it late in the football game, still got a few more chances to try to go win this thing.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And he got it! And they tied the game inside a minute to go in regulation. Offside. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Another one that was there.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Making the adjustment on the play. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going for it all. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Running inside, it's Davis. He's past the sticks. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Going to the run, it's Davis. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football, I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
He will not get there as the defense stops him again. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Cardinals. They strike first in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man.
He caught that?
And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Bobcats have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. 3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Look out! Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Come on, Chris.
This is, again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Got the message on my answering machine. He just said, David, come from the house. That she had been murdered in her apartment. You need to tell us how.
It seemed like perfection
My son. What else is that?
rumors of a picking time. Investigators pursue energy and strands and neighbors to piece together as much info and story as they can. But then, the medical examiner was so further there's no one that can help her. She backed into a corner in the room, just continued to take an election. She was obsessed with her. Well, you have to be financial planning. I mean, you're not going to say it. Your financial going. Whatever.
Then you fell in love in me. We just been sharing
Friend, Tiffany. Tiffany was investigated. She told me that she loved her. So it was her best friend.
Story and complained with the last two days ago that was real sensitive. They also think that she told us to do Tiffany so that I could make with those
Thank you.